Founder of PPD. Before I get started, personal privilege, everybody raise their hand who has used a personality or talent assessment. By that I mean Myers-Briggs, StrengthsFinders, DISC. Okay, you are in good company, and just those three, there's over 100 million assessment takers, and that's about a $2 billion a year market, 8% growth. But what's really interesting, and those are only three, there's about 2,000 assessments. They're kind of like bananas. After about 5 days, it's no good with an assessment. Most people can't remember when they were assessed on after about 3 weeks. So we've looked at that as a really underutilized asset, and we are going to use that in our social platform for winning hearts and minds at work. Right now, our mission is to make sure that people are in touch with what they're naturally good at and gifted at. We have a platform for letting them catch each other doing good, and we think that's the way that you create value in the people economy. So there are a few trends that were going on that we were cognizant of. One is 80% of GDP is now people business, right? So it's intangibles, it's services, the experience economy. The other thing is there's no more command and control. So you are going to be as good as you can influence others. And last, it's a freelance economy. I mean, there's not going to be many people here working at the same company they are today in 5 years. So we're always selling ourselves, and in that respect, your personal brand is really, really important. And so I put this up from Richard Branson, who's a really exciting entrepreneur. He's doing commercial space flight now. Branding demands commitment. You got to get in touch with people's emotions, and you got to work really hard at it. And so, what makes you special? Right? What's your personal brand? And if you were to talk to somebody like Tim Cobb at ExactTarget, he'd say the sum of all the conversations about you, that's your personal brand. It's not what you say, it's not your mama, she thinks you're special, but it's what the rest of us are saying. So how you see yourself matters, but it doesn't, it's not the beginning, it's not the end. You have to see, you have to hear what other folks are saying. So a lot of us are familiar with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the way a lot of us manage our professional identity. Well, the interesting thing about LinkedIn is online resume. We all know that 50 to 80% of resumes have embellishments in them. So if you are looking for something that is based in trust, I'm not sure that's the best place to start. People thinks this is a little different. First, we know you're all greater than your resume, right? And we take a different approach where we use scientific assessments along with crowd-based feedback so that you can actually have a personal brand that's been two-factor authenticated. So what does that mean? Well, people business relies on relationship. Relationship means trust. And with people, you can be trusted to be the best self that you are. And what we do with that is allow people to tailor messages, participate in meetings, develop emotional intelligence, use it for coaching and mentoring, and to get pointed experience feedback, which is where we think the most power lies with people. So there's a few ways that we use it. The first thing is it takes about 3 minutes to set up a profile on your style and strengths. And that's so the people that you work with can really quickly check and understand you and also help you play your strengths. We use the most common assessments, and it takes, again, about 3 minutes to get set up. Then we want you to work better, right? So we have a feedback mechanism, which is available at the point of experience on the things that matter to you, not necessarily exclusively your company. And so right now we know that millennials really want feedback, they want quality feedback, and they want it now. They don't want to wait for the annual review. And the difference between a pay raise or a promotion could be the fact that you have a better body of evidence. And last, we want people to work better together. So the value of this economy is great for people. People aren't machines, people have personalities, right? The ability to have a group function and link it to your calendar allows people to gather that little bit of emotional intelligence that can make the difference between success and failure. So right now, where we're at, we've got a minimally viable products. We've built our team. We're launching pilots primarily in higher ed, right? In higher ed, the product is people. And we're at Notre Dame, Ball State, and several others within this. And we're working with Sticks and Leaves to develop the enterprise dashboard because that's what we're going to monetize. What we're asking from you is that you work better with us. We want you to download it. It's available on iTunes and Google Play. We want you to help us beta bust it and improve the product. And most importantly, we have 4 markets that we're looking to pilot in. Higher ed, nonprofit, professional services, and tech, which is what we think the strongest place